अभी बची रहा
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus, played into the box.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Fernando Torres. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicked it back promptly.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now it's Vieri. And this is Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! Rodri.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Arsenal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now the delivery. Good read, needed to be. Pele. Tries to play it through. Chiellini. Mateus. That'll do under the circumstances. Gerrard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Stojkovic. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And Mateus. And that has left him in a heap. Mateus really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
There's some great running on show here. And we hit half-time. decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Turan. Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. Vieri looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Now it's Torres. Fernando Torres ploughing through the middle. He's having a shot! And another try! No mistake! The breakthrough arrives at last! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Substitutions taking place.
Xavi Alonso tries a deft little ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice looking ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nicely shaped ball. Well, what's he giving here? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a throw-in.
Substitution.
Arsenal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Nedved. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's cut it out. Messi! It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over surely. Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor
There will
one
be
to give
5
away.
minutes
Yes, the
added
movement
time.
was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Arsenal could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
That's been cut out, well played. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Can he finish? He would have been quick to recover this. Can he stop it going out? Now there's a shot!
Arsenal would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, can they get him away? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now, this could be a chance. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's in on goal. Now it's Rafinha. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Pelé. Rafinha, looking to play him in. This looks promising. Xavi Alonso. No goals as yet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it into space. And here's Rafinha. Well, that's well seen too. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pelé can see things others simply cannot. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Here's a sharp little ball here.
Arsenal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Can he get on the end of this? Vermin, nicely aimed pass. Rafinha gets into some space. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha. Terrific header! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! There is the breakthrough! A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Look at shot at goal! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's a sharp pass. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And here's Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's there to make the challenge. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Arsenal still behind, thanks to that solitary strike. Oh, good ball! Rafinha has created one goal already. Now it's Mbappe. He has a look up. Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chance here to counter. Alonso tries to play it. Decent chance! In for the pieces! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14, Pele.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 4,
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
19,
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
number
He's in a great
15,
position here.
Neymar.
Good ball, good
Number
take.
10, Messi.
Oh, that was vital.
Number 22, Platini. Number 9,
Neymar.
Cristiano
Neymar
Ronaldo.
goes on a charge down the
Number
left.
17, Owen. Substitutions taking
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Great pressure, plenty of it. And it's Michel Platini. And here's Owen. And the chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. How very smart. He just got it right.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Filippo Inzaghi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Neymar. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. Great vision. Maldini calmly anticipates. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal have been forced to do it the hard way.
भाई जो भी स्ट्रीम पे अपने चैनल को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करो
Unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
With the owner of
So a
blue
dramatic
car
game
parked outside the
decided
stadium
in its
gate.
very...
अब तो ऑनलाइन हो गया अरे पहले भाई जो कॉल कौन आ गई थी कोई बात कर रहा था कॉल पे भाई जो भी स्ट्रीम पे अपने चैनल को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करो यार सारे हेलो हाँ तूने फ़ोन करा हाँ मैं भेजी थी उसी वीडियो भी ना बोला कोई नहीं मैं दिक्की करता फोन मैं दस्ती से कन्नी साइड वाली गया कहना सदवानी देता है नहीं हले कोई ये ना मैं नहीं करता विश्वास तो कि सच्ची गल दस मेरा विश्वास ही है नहीं हुण चल कोई नहीं ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है भाई जो भी स्ट्रीम पे अपने चैनल को लाइक करो सब्सक्राइब करो मम्मी दरवाजा जियां लाया ना तियां बंद भी करदा हूँ हाँ तो बंद करो इसी आवाज़ तो तुम घट करनी नहीं तो इसी बंद करो ओ मेरे दरवाजे बंद करो तुम चाह पिया थोड़ी चाह जरूरी है नहीं
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour,
ਕਰੀ ਦੋ ਬੰਦੀ ਸੀ
the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
ਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਉੱਠਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਥੋੜੀ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਥੋੜੀ ਕਿ ਰੱਖ ਠੋਕੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਕਰੀ
Vibrant songs, loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this...
He's given it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And the shots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner, there first. Platini goes short. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Pele. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he get it through? Fernando Torres. A decent chance! He has done it! And they're up again in double quick time. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, well played. Vicious ball here. Now it's Torres. Now it's Pele. That's a shade optimistic.
अरे यार
And that has been clubbed away. Played into the box. Tries to get it clear. Chooses to go back. Vieira. Neymar. Great vision. Gerrard. Neymar. Fernando Torres. Well, that looks a decent ball. Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Aimed beyond the defence. Fernando Torres. And the shots!
अरे नहीं यार
And they are dragging it back. Game on again. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Fernando Torres demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Fernandes conjures time and space where few can. Threads one in. Fernando Torres. He might be in here. And Chet pulls off his. And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. try to get another now and establish that 2-1 cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8, Marquinhos. Number
And the action
20,
is back on the way.
coming on the field.
That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Vieri. It's a sharp little ball here. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Pelé. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Fernandez. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great shoot!
यार क्या है भैंचोद लैग के चक्कर में गोल पड़ा है ये
Back in business. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Vieri. Vieri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Platini.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 11, Belletti. Coming on the field, number 13.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now that's well seen too. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. And he's in, and he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame.
Shots! Harmlessly behind. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. Maldini cuts it out. Roberto Carlos. Spread it left. Now it's Neymar. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And it's hoisted clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically realistically expect now.
And this is Neymar. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, that's well spotted. Rijkaard. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.
Parking in the area around the stadium.
हेलो काश। नहीं भाई, स्मार्ट असिस्ट नहीं यूज़ करता यार भाई। क्यों, क्या हुआ आकाश, क्या हुआ? क्यों पूछ क्यों रहा है, ये बता पहले। आकाश भाई पूछ क्यों इसलिए रहा है, ये तो बता।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This stadium...
बस जो भी स्ट्रीम पे प्लीज को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करेगा।
Down here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three attackers and two wide men. Teams often switch between this and 4-3-3 by dropping one of their pivots into the defensive line. It's very adaptable.
And here's Neymar, looking to play him in.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like the full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance, surely. Goal! Arsenal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Fernando Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's going to be disappointed with that. Fernando Torres.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Looking for options for movement.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Conte. Arsenal looking to get the possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
He's on it, can he get away? Great chance!
Okay.
They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him. Torres! Decent strike, kept it
Solo.
Fernando Torres clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get on the end of this? Here's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Arsenal get the ball rolling in the second half.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's
Chance for a shot! He scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, that was vital. Gerrard. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Great chance here from position A1.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Good ball, good takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Great vision. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. Yamal. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That was good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's 75 minutes on the clock now. On both sides, actually.
Number 10, Neymar. Number 13, Yamal.
Probing pass.
27,
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Number 7, David Villa. Number 9, Batistuta. Number 8, Hazard. Number 26,
Moved on forwards.
Messi.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Roberto.
He's picked his way through. Shoots! And the lead stays intact, just.
And that's really unlucky because he didn't...
कितना लैग होगी बहन चोद.
It's a let-off for that defence.
David Villa. And back to the goalkeeper. Turan, always on the lookout for any signs of danger.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that is out of play. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And that should get the job done. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear.
Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar. And that's a throw-in. Messi. Long ball upfield. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. This looks promising. That's at the end.
भाई साहब बड़ा औखा मैच था.
Have emerged emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, that's what you call a job well done. The hosts didn't make it easy. There was a fair bit of battling they had to do, but they stuck at it, and they've come through very, very solidly.
Well, thanks to Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
भाई जो भी सुनते हैं प्लीज को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करो यार.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
Takes a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Vieri,
He's gone for goal!
No,
That is
please.
rather wayward.
it's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
He's had it taken off him. That looks a decent ball. Threads one in. Oh, that's superb. It's Vieri! The keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Beckham. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. First quarter of an hour gone. And it's Gerrard. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Tries to pass it through. Beckham.
अबे यार.
Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Turam. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Conte. And the counter is on. Maldini. pass is intercepted. Beckham. Oh, good ball. It's a loose ball. Oh, that was vital. Xavi
I am
Alonso,
Japanese. Hi bro, welcome to the stream.
the most accurate
I love
pass.
Japan bro.
Here's Batistuta. Oh, well played. Gerrard. Belletti. For Hasselbeck. Cannavaro. Conte. And it's made its way to him. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Beckham. Fernando Torres.
Yeah, they were looking.
अरे नहीं यार. I am from India bro. I am from India.
Belletti.
Did you know India?
It'll be a throw-in. Xavi Alonso. Maldini. Can he get on the end of this?
अबे यार Torres.
Great vision. And that's a good ball. Referee's had a
That's
look.
good. Yes bro. Yes I know.
Whistle
Okay.
for half-time.
What do you do for living bro?
Nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Just a quick reminder
I
today.
think on the whole, the team linked up very well.
Curry.
Has been organised.
Curry chawal.
Hence their position. They can afford to
Yes.
be a
Curry is a
little
type of
brave with the
food.
ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Arsenal having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. Beckham running with the ball. Beckham!
I'm student. Okay.
Brilliant save.
What are you studying right now?
Sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham plays it short. And it's Conte. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
अबे यार why it's happening lag?
Zanetti. It's not an especially good pass, that. Just about up to the hour now. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! And again the keeper stands strong.
Batistuta really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Belletti. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And he's onside. Now the cross. Cannavaro clears it away. Lovely. Now then. Good read. Needed to be. Batistuta, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Good ball over the top. And he was alert to it.
Turkey really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Full lag in this game. I hope that would be peace.
Number 14,
Means I can't understand what you want to try to say.
Thierry. Number 25, Fernando Torres. Number 4,
Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! There's the clearance.
अबे नहीं यार.
number 10, Messi. Number 17, Owen. Number 9, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, that's a key interception.
26,
Nicely aimed pass.
Davids. Number
Arsenal
11,
clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Now it's Neymar. Nedved puts his foot on the gas. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone.
अरे यार इट्स लॉन्ग की भाई 6-7.
You have to understand the
अंकित भाई क्या 6-7? अरे अंकित भाई एक चीज़ बताओ यार, एक चीज़ दिखाता हूँ मैं यार. ये बंदों ने ये वाला सेंटर फॉरवर्ड कैसे ले लिया हुआ है? मैं करने वाला था कॉल, इसने सब्सिट्यूट ही कर दिया. ये 103 वाला तुर्की वाला देखा, ये 103 जो सब्सिट्यूट कर रखा है नेबर्टिस्टा के नीचे, ये कैसा ले रखा है बंदों ने? 6/7 क्या चीज़ अंकित भाई?
Great chance here from position A1. Looking to widen the gap even further here.
अरे ये तो पता मुझे तुर्की से है, लेकिन ये बोलो वो लिया कैसे है? अरे तो इनको कैसे मिला, हमको क्यों नहीं मिला?
And it's Davids.
आपको मिला, मेरे को नहीं मिला. आपको मिला?
He's clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
अरे तो हम भी कर लें क्या तुर्की का सर्वर?
Hasebe. I think we're just about done here.
time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Belletti. That is good alertness. And that's
अरे
it.
तो मैं भी कर लूँ
Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately
यार,
proving
मुझे नहीं
just
पता.
enough. A terrific win, however you look at
रुको,
it. How would you
आपको
sum
ये
up
भी नहीं
what
पता
we've
कि वे
seen
सर्वर
today?
कैसे चेंज करते हैं?
There's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
आगे भाई आपको ये भी नहीं पता सर्वर कैसे चेंज करते हैं?
Right,
रहने
so
दो
just
यार.
remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
हेलो, मैं नहीं बता रहा यार, आपको ये भी नहीं पता? इतनी छोटी सी बात नहीं पता आपको? अरे करते कैसे मेरे को खुद नहीं पता, मैं कहाँ से बताऊँ? ये तो मजे लेता मैं. अरे बहुत बंदों ने लिया अंकित भाई ये स्ट्राइकर, बट कैसे लिया मुझे ये नहीं पता. मेरे को, मैंने एक दिन देखा था ना, ये बोल रहे थे कि साल में एक बार आप सर्वर चेंज कर सकते हो. तो अभी सर्वर चेंज करने से अगर हमने कुछ खेल रहे हैं तो उससे कुछ फ़र्क पड़ेगा? एंड गेट तुर्की फ्री सेंटर फॉरवर्ड, ये भी डाल दो साथ में. आईडी नेम एक्स्ट्रा में गया. अच्छा ये वाला आता है यूजर इन्फॉर्मेशन में, वो तो हाँ, कंट्री रीजन चेंज, लेकिन वो नहीं होता. कंट्री रीजन ऑफ रेजिडेंस है बट चेंज होने का ऑप्शन नहीं है इसमें. एडिट नहीं कर सकते. कॉपी यूज़र आईडी हो रहा है यहाँ से, बाकी नहीं हो रहा। कार्ट भी नहीं मिला फ्री में अंकित भाई, यार क्या पंगा है इनका ही। मेरे को दूसरे अकाउंट में मिला, बट खेल मस्त रहा अंकित भाई। शॉट अंकित भाई, उसकी शॉट की पावर बड़ी गंदी है। कई शॉट इतने गंदे गंदे मार रहा है वो, पूछो मत यार। कई शॉट इतने गंदे मार रहा है ना वो। हाँ डेनियल वो भी। अरे मार्क एलिस्टर ये बड़ा मस्त खेल रहा है। लाइव हो? अच्छा, मैं लाइव तो बंद कर दी, फिर से क्यों बुलाई? ठीक है कर लो, खाना खा लो आप। मेन दूसरी आईडी में कर लेता हूँ, नहीं पता भाई बता दो। मैं भी सोच रहा हूँ इसको कैसे लूँ, यूट्यूब पे देख रहा हूँ। चलो लोगों को नहीं लग रहा, बता वैसे छोड़ो। डिवीज़न बंद करते हैं कि भाई आज। इतनी बार के साथ तो खेलना ही है कि भाई बहुत गंदा खेलते हैं। भाई जो भी स्ट्रीम पे प्लीज लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करो। अबे यार अंकित लगा बता। अरे भाई चल पड़े, नेट को क्या दिक्कत हो गई। कैंसिल कर दो, क्यों करो कैंसिल? कितनी देर में आएगा?
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our experts.
कि भाई हुआ खाना?
It's great to be here. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Christian Vieri will be so important today, Peter. He's a player that can hurt you in so many different ways.
What might they be?
Well, he's got the power to bully defenders, the ability to hold up the ball, but what impresses me most about him is the pace to run in behind. Sometimes you really can go route one with him and he'll just do the rest. The guy's a tank.
Vieri. That's the keeper's ball. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Torres. Looking Looking for options for movement. Kaká has it out wide and in space. Oh, what a climb! Arsenal take the lead. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And this is Vieri, and that is expertly dealt with. Chance here to counter.
अबे यार
And it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival.
That's
Darwin.
good play from him.
Nunez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pelé. Yamal. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to and a chance!
ऐसे कैसे
Well, the keeper saved his team again. He needs more protection from this defence.
Barcelona with the corner, there first. Well, that was very necessary. Oh, there's a probing ball. It's a pretty loose pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Ambitious ball here. Thinks about the shot. Oh, what has happened here?
ये गोल है भाई
To the good. And they
देख
are
देता
purring. Absolutely purring. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Kaká.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's had a shot. The keeper has reacted superbly there.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This possibly the last play of the half.
यार ये गलत बात है ना भाई यार मैं जो गोल नहीं दिखाई दिया तूने मेरे को दूसरा
And he gets rid in a hurry. And the whistle goes for half-time. What have we learned from the
आगे आगे बचेंगे ये गोल
Arsenal should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss
ये नहीं
is
देखना मेरे को
demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal in control at half-time, 2-0.
नहीं क्या गोल था ये क्या गोल था ये
Our birthday boy, a very special birthday. Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway. And that's another good... It's Pelé! Relentless! Just relentless!
हेलो
And they are pulling
हाँ मनी तू फोन कर रहा था ना मैं तेरी किताब है तो चुपके नहीं गया
with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those
हाँ वो बंदे शायद
just say
बोला
A case
Uh-huh.
now of complete control. And they can counter here. That's been cut out, well played.
हम्म
Turan looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
ओंदी को तो भी आए
Good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Matheus Cunha, and he's managed it. Matheus Cunha!
अच्छा
And that is a
जोड़ी सदों वाली जगह है
quality, not easy by any
हाँ
means.
Barcelona certainly looked sharp there.
अच्छा अच्छा इक्वली है नहीं बंदे दूए ने मेरे अड़िए ने ना
Matheus. Oh, he's enjoyed that.
अच्छा अच्छा नहीं इन्हें मेरी कीती ना गल हूँ मुड़े ने तो मैं बोला मैं शायद कल ही आई जान बंदे मैं बोलिया मैं जड़ा करना
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul
आहो
in a dangerous area.
कोई नहीं मैं बुरी ना थी
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
नहीं चल कोई नहीं हूँ जड़ी देती तो ना देती सकी सकी नहीं सा कोई भी मेन है कि नहीं कोई नहीं दिखने से कल कराने की कोशिश करने तो फिर मैं सीख लेना तू कल ही लिया बोना बंदे है ना मैं तो भेजना मिगी बोलता मैं तो दसना ठहरी गई बंदे केक लाने लग गया मैं जड़ा भी करना मिगी एक दो दिन च कन्फर्म कर दस भाई सारे फालतू टाइम नहीं होंदा तो शायद आई एक दो दिन च ना तो करने सी फिर ही ठीक है मनी अबे भाई कैसे बच गया ये अभी तो पता नहीं कैसे बचा ये वाला शॉट
Substitution.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Shot a goal! In for the pieces!
अरे भाई साहब
It could be a lifeline! Two more needed!
बॉल क्लियर करनी चाहिए थी मेरे को
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is this the start of a comeback? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's definitely not his best. Neymar. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Messi.
4 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
he has been fouled there.
अबे रेफरी में खिला तो रहा हूँ रेड कार्ड है
Barcelona are down to 10 men. Arsenal clearly now in lead preservation mode. Messi, oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive...
पांच बॉल सेंटर बैक खिला रहा है तेरे को शर्म नहीं आती Makele, Kaka, Jamal.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. It's a mighty effort!
अरे भाई
Not the best of headers. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot!
अबे हट यार ये क्या बॉल मिल रही है बहन चोद
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. The game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
So, a breakthrough already. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vieri goes for a shot!
यार ये कितना पैन बोले भी करना भी
That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Pele, good driving run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Kaka. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a little off target. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Vieri. Pele, challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And it's Perez. And he welcomes it in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Jamal.
अबे यार क्या पासिंग है ये
Mateus. Arsenal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Kaka. Well, they could break here. Torres. Good purposeful running this. Nicked it back promptly. Mateus. Here's Matheus Cunha. Belletti.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Here's Matheus Cunha. Kaka. Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. And it's half-time here. Have to look back on the first 45 minutes.
Arsenal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Substitution.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he is going into that little black book. No, again there's no way through. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't...
अरे नहीं यार, क्या एंगल बना रहा है टोरेस नहीं चूद.
And dealing with it.
Arsenal have their second corner now.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 25, Fernando Torres. Number 7, Pepe. Number 18, Jamal. Coming on the field, number 9.
Xabi Alonso with the short one. Delivers the ball. Oh, smashing header!
यार क्या है ये
Just off
चूद.
target.
That's a really decent chance.
And it's Messi. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Vieri. And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Danger averted for now. Perez. Thuram. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's been intercepted. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Vieri. Maldini deals with that comfortably. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar looks to get on the end of this. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And this is Vieri. Vieri proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, lovely Phidias. It's Vieri!
I am back. Welcome back.
And they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
हाँ फ्रेंड खेल रहा हूँ नबी के साथ।
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Barcelona find a position of real
अबे
strength
यार
now.
क्या चूतिया पाए ये
Well,
साली
they
क्या
can at least make a
बॉलिंग
fight.
दे रही हुई है।
Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
5 minutes left on the clock. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo!
यार क्या शॉट मार रहा है रोनाल्डो बेंचोद।
The keeper has done enough. Top stop. Owen. Cristiano Ronaldo.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's managed to get rid
ये दे
into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Takes a shot. It's there. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal suffer a humiliating defeat.
गंदा मैच खेला ये मैं। हेलो शंकर भाई कैसे हैं? मैं ठीक हूँ यार, तो बताओ। और क्या नेक्स्ट बड़े भैया? और क्या मतलब? और क्या? हाँ नेक्स्ट मैच आया ना, नवी और मैं खेल रहे हैं फिलहाल। नवी के साथ खेल रहा हूँ, तो हम खेल लेते हैं। मैं और नवी तो बेल्ले के लगे रहते हैं बेंचूद। मेरे को नवी को काम नहीं होता कुछ भी, हम वो यही काम है, लगे रहो बेल्ले हो गए। हाँ अबे हो जा भैंचोद। और शंकर भाई नेताजी कुछ क्या चल रहा है?
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Yamal! Oh, that's a key interception. Great vision.
It's always nice to see the silky smooth skills of Robert Pires.
Really exceptional talent, and he could play alongside anyone.
Yeah, I'll go along with that. I think when it comes to his position,
Big chance!
यार शंकर भाई की चल रहा है वो।
The assured keeper there.
Mateus Cunha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Can he latch on to this? Yamal will not want to lose out here. And the shot! Well, he wants to get in on the act here.
काम करो यार अपना
The ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Matheus Cunha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Xavi Alonso. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Cannavaro. Oh, well played. He got back really well.
Arsenal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Perez. Rijkaard.
Kaka really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Vieri. Xavi Alonso. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Belletti. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Kaka. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. No, that's been intercepted. Pele. Vieira. Now it's Vieri. And it's Vieira. Vieira. Good. Oh, shooting chance! There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but...
ठीक है हाँ जंके भाई की चैट में कोई बंदा लिख रहा था नबी भाई की जगह निब्बा है निब्बा भाई कौन लिख रहा था मेरे को नहीं पता कौन लिख रहा था केवल लिख कौन रहा था ये तो बता निब्बा भाई निब्बा नबी कौन लिख रहा था भाई ओए नबी कौन लिख रहा था ये तो
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner.
होता हुआ गलती से
And now a sudden chance to counter. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Vieira. Shot, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
नेमार मेसी रोनाल्डो चलो भाई अभी हम मारेंगे पैक हेलो एडिट्स भाई खेल तो रहे हैं लेकिन अभी थोड़ा आराम से खेलेंगे
That's a decent clearance. Tries a shot! And again!
क्या किस्मत ले गया यार नबी कमीने.
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game.
एक गोल है नबी.
Perez attempts a clearance. Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Belletti. Well, improbably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Rijkaard.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, red.
अबे नहीं यार.
75 minutes played. Messi.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Nicely weighted ball. The finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Messi. Couldn't squeeze it through.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Messi. And Messi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but not the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
And this is Owen. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Oh, 0-0 doesn't offer.
कितना डिफेंसिव खेलेगा नबी.
The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant. And
मैं
we just
स्कूल
need
में
the
दूंगा अभी.
scoreline
Turn your
to
attention
step
to
into
the
line.
screen for information provided by the
So all
local
square,
police.
we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 4, Xabi Alonso.
Stern
Coming
test
on the
this for
field
the
is
endurance, for the
number
character of the
8,
players as we
Gerrard.
head into extra time.
Substitutions taking place.
In he goes again. Oh, what about that? And that's got to be it. That has got to be it. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one.
And the shots!
साला मेरे को पहले ही पता था ग्लिच गोल पड़ेगा भाई. चूत.
The lead lost.
लेट हो गया था मैं डिफेंस ऑन करने में.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Gerrard! That's a real chance miss.
And look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
So, third corner of the game. Baresi is there, and he can get that clear. Gerrard. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot a goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
And that's it for the first half of extra time.
I'd just like to read out how tempo.
Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion,
ये
physical
वाला
and
अटैक रोक लिया तेरे
mental.
और
Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near
ओए हो
standstill.
जा चेंज यार
What's left in the tank now? Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, well measured. And this is Ronaldo. This is Ronaldo. Great chance! It's in! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that means just one thing. Match ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was probably asking just too much. And this is Ronaldo. He has found the way through. Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here.
यार नबी आज नहीं जीतने देता इजीली जमाल की स्पीड कितनी है 92 96 अगर मैं कूपो को डालूं तो कूपो की स्पीड क्या बन रही है 93 90 नहीं जमाल ही ठीक है चले गया तो डिगी ऑनलाइन है मैं इसकी आँख वाह अरे कहाँ चला गया तूने अभी बस अरे भाई केबल भाई खेलना है क्या यार मैं भूल ही गया सॉरी सॉरी सर अरे नहीं खेलो अरे हाँ ना खेलते हैं यार अच्छा तो क्या हो गया आ रहा है क्या मैं ना रहने दो ना खेलो क्या हो गया खेल ले यार इसको भी ऑलमो मिल रखा है बंदे को भैंस की आँख हमको नहीं मतलब कोट अरे कुछ नहीं डिवीज़न खेलो आई एम वॉचिंग होगी नवी कमीने
bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos.
Just about within shooting
बच
range.
गया भाई.
Thuram. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Howson. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball over the top. There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
अरे fuck यार.
Decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Milan with the corner. There first. Xabi Alonso goes short. Can he get on the end of this? And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, and the danger is averted. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's a throw.
अरे ये क्या कर रहा है जब लोसो?
Stood up well to him there. Xabi Alonso. That's an imaginative pass. That's a shade optimistic. Thuram. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has been cut
क्या
short.
कर रहे प्लेयर मेरे?
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Alonso. Pele. It's come to nothing. And that's put paid to a promising move. Fernando Torres. And he was alert.
अबे ये क्या मिस कर रहा हूँ?
Carvajal. Quality ball. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Rice. Danny Olmo. Oh, good spread. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rice. Danny Olmo. And that is Snoop.
Which play style?
A vital touch.
कि काउंटर खेलता हूँ मैं ज़्यादातर, बट अभी लॉन्ग बॉल काउंटर खेल रहा हूँ इस टाइम.
Milan have their second corner now. Xabi Alonso with the short one.
अबे यार,
Have the chance to go the other
seriously.
way. Gerrard. That's good running with the ball. Searching pass he's played there. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shit यार.
First half is done. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you
कहाँ से भैया?
to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Real chance! Now who's going to be first to this? Gerrard. Now it's Pele.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Batistuta. Ferdinand. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless.
Xabi Alonso.
Vieira makes the interception. Thuram. And he was quick to react. Each one through. Oh, that's a sharp enough swing.
अनंत भाई कहाँ से हो तुम?
Well, he's the type that always fancies himself, Peter, in these situations, and with very good reason.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Marquinhos looking for the run, spread neatly.
Substitution for Milan. Number 32.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Batistuta. Number 5. Danny Olmo. Coming on the field. Number 10. Number 15.
Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Hazard. Substitutions taking place.
No foul, says the referee. Somewhat off target.
अबे यार.
Now he's got space here. Passes short and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. And now they can clear their lines.
गोल था भाई जो ये गेम नेट लैग नहीं होता ना इस बंदे का.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, no joy this time.
अरे यार.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Roberto Carlos. Nicked it back promptly. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
अरे.
It's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Threads one in. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. That is one way to stop him. foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
मैं यूपी से हूँ भाई, जीत लेने लिखा है भाई.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Okay. भाई ये बंदा रेड कार्ड पे रेड कार्ड ही लिया जा रहा है भैंचोद. भैंचोद क्या कर रहा है ये? छह मिनट एक्स्ट्रा टाइम होंगे तो गोल मार दूंगा मैं आराम से.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Number 41, Rice. Number 15, Pushkash. Coming on the field, number 17, Fernandez. Number 4,
Kicks out. He's having a shot. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
They've played it short. And this is Roberto Carlos. Paredes. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might.
यार गोल था ये.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps
कुछ गलत लिखा होगा नंद तूने.
happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even.
इसको भी मैकलिस्टर मिल गया भाई, हद है. अल्मो भी मिल गया भाई इस बंदे को.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
against Milan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here. And Torres! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now, can they get him away? And smartly reclaimed. Pellet shapes to shoot! Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Arsenal have themselves a chance from the spot to open the scoring.
बच गया मैं राइट साइड ही मारने लगा था पेनल्टी पता है
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So, a breakthrough already. Nice interception, well timed. Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Kaka. And the ball is out of play.
हेलो ब्रो
Ended up in no man's land. Out to the left it goes. Gerrard could try cutting inside here. Cleared away. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
हे पहुंच जा
Looking to play him in. Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Torres. Can he finish? And it's come back out to him.
सही जगह पे था सही जगह पे था टोरेस
They are
टोरेस में सही है
purring here, and they have extended.
साला आ जाता है हमेशा सही जगह पे लेट्स प्ले वन मैच आफ्टर दिस मैच खेलते हैं भाई
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Arsenal are now luxuriating.
अबे नहीं यार
And he hits the net.
आप तो प्रो लग रहे हो भाई फुटबॉल देखते हैं ये क्या फुटबॉल देखते हो क्या हाँ देखता हूँ प्रो
Players to switch off in front of goal like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And here's Vieri. Has a shot.
अरे भाई साहब
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the tap.
That was
आर्सेनल हाँ भाई
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
क्यों क्या हुआ जीतेगी आर्सेनल इस बार लीग
Arsenal with the corner. They're first.
तुम भी देखते हो क्या फुटबॉल
There's the header.
अबे यार ये क्या है
And simple.
Thuram.
मत
Ferdinand.
मैं भी नहीं होऊंगा
Maldini.
There will be 3
Gerrard.
minutes added time.
And here's Torres. Now it's Vieri. It's Vieri.
भाई
That is
साहब
doing no harm at all.
Certainly a bold attempt. And there's nothing
यार ये मेरी फिनिशिंग को फिनिशिंग
keeper a bit more though.
तुम्हारी फेवरेट क्लब कौन सा है ब्रो
Vieira does really well. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So
इसके यहाँ क्या था ये
still right on edge. Plenty of positive signs to
बहुत
suggest
बचा इस
this will
मैच में ये
turn out
बंदा।
to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. They need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again.
And it's been given away, and he shoots!
चेक है भाई ये भी। हाँ इजी वे में अब कल जीत गए एवर्टन से और सिटी टॉप पॉइंट। मेरा फेवरेट पार्ट है वैसे तो पीएल में लिवरपूल सपोर्ट करता हूँ। लिवरपूल भी ठीक है, बढ़िया क्लब है लिवरपूल में।
In it comes. And now a sudden chance to counter. Check. Soboslai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played it back. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Played into space. Nicely worked. Here's a corner.
इजी अभी तो यार बहुत मैच बचे हैं, कुछ भी हो सकता है क्योंकि अभी जो छोटी टीम है ना सारी वो गंदा खेलेंगी। इन द सेंस उनको पता है कि अपने को वो जाना है, रेलीगेट नहीं होना अपने को। भाई साहब
the most convincing of passes. Kaka. No, he's seen through all of that. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Great chance! Fieri! Amazing!
7 मैच बचे हैं अभी। पॉइंट की तो देखा जाए तो एक्चुअल में लीड तो कम ही है।
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Chance! Oh, it's hit the post. Just cruising. They are cruising.
वेरी ने तंग कर रखा है इस बंदे को। वेरी ने लेनी देनी कर रखी है उसकी।
Torres at his razor sharp best there.
Well, I admire players
इसको अंदर को डालता हूँ अब।
they just don't give up on anything.
टॉप 5 रेस लाइव है लेकिन सिटी जैसा खेल ही बन रहा हूँ मैं, अब नहीं चेस कर पाएंगे वो लगता है। नहीं नहीं भाई सिटी होम में गंदी है भाई। अरे प्रीमियर लीग की छोटी टीमें हराम बॉल खेल रही हैं भाई, फुल डिफेंसिव खेल रही है, उनको मालूम है। देख यार मैं तेरे को सिंपल सी चीज़ बताता हूँ, एवर्टन ने भी पूरी लेनी देनी कर रखी थी आर्सेनल की, ठीक है। सिटी इसलिए फंसी क्योंकि उनके ओपोजिशन को मालूम है उसको चेज़ करना है, चेज़ करने के लिए सिटी को प्रेस करना पड़ेगा, ओपन होना पड़ेगा। सिटी वाला मैच जा सकता है 4-1 या कुछ हो सकता है वो मैच, वो इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि भाई सिटी तो गोल मार लेगी। सिटी गोल मार लेगी लेकिन बात ये है कि मम्बापे कैसा परफॉर्म खेलता है आके फिर। टॉप 5 का भी कुछ कंफर्म नहीं बोल सकते, अभी खेल रहे हैं फिर एकदम से हक देते हैं सारे प्लेयर। यार ये क्यों कर रहे हैं ऐसा। रोनाल्डो तो हेडर मार ही लगा भाई।
Counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Arsenal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, right place, right time. Szoboszlai. Xavi Alonso.
And Nedved.
And it's Nedved. Looking for options for movement. And that's it. Arsenal just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick.
टॉप 5 रेस में अभी वही है ना कि देखते हैं टीमें कैसे परफॉर्म कर रही हैं. न्यू रूम बनाओ भाई.
So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
वेरी से ब्लिट्स मार दिया मैंने. हाँ बनाता हूँ, रुक
By
जाओ.
playing to their strengths, there was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From
अच्छा,
me,
ये
Peter
गोल इसका
Drury,
था.
and my co-commentator Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
नेटवर्क ठीक है ना ब्रो? बहुत टाइम दे दिया था इसने मेरे को. रियलिटी किंग है मेरा नाम. ओके. टेक को मारा है ना बुलेट्स. कल आ जाते गोल. इवन थ्रू एवर्टन पार्क तब बस अर्थेता बिल्डअप का ट्राई कर रहा था जब लॉन्ग बॉल सेकंड बॉल दे. अरे मैक्सटॉन बढ़िया गोल मार गया ना. वो मैक्सटॉन वाला गोल बड़ा मस्त था. वो तो हिस्ट्री में लिखा जाएगा. बेंच जो इतना मस्त गोल मारा उसने. वो शूटिंग अच्छी है बेंच जो डैनी नल्मो की. रोनाल्डो 9 नंबर क्यों डाल रहा है भाई? कल आ जाते गोल भाई. सीटी अब मैं क्या बोलूँ, मैचेस टाइट जा रहे हैं. बहुत गंदे मैचेस जा रहे हैं अभी. एक सेकंड यार. रोबर्टो कार्लोस को कौन 3 दे रहा है बहन चोद? टोरेस तूलिया 9. अभी बनाता हूँ. देखते हैं क्या बनता है अभी. बार्सिलोना की कितनी लीड हो गई अभी? बार्सिलोना की क्या लीड चल रही है आज? रुक एक मिनट टेबल देखता हूँ. बार्सिलोना के वो देखते हैं पॉइंट्स कितने का टेबल है बार्सिलोना का. स्पेनिश ला लीगा, प्रीमियर लीग, चैंपियन लीग, प्रीमियर लीग, ला लीगा. अरे बार्सिलोना की भी तो 4 पॉइंट की लीड है. सही तो है. एक पॉइंट की लीड है. जीतना पड़ेगा आज बार्सिलोना को. सवीला के साथ है बेंच चौथ मैच. एल बेस्ट. अरे नहीं भाई, वो मैं उसके साथ खेल रहा हूँ भाई. बेस्ट भाई सॉरी बट अभी नहीं. अभी उसके साथ खेलने दो मेरे को. आप बाद में आ जाना. अरे नहीं भाई, मैं उसके साथ खेल रहा हूँ ना अभी. Me, can I join? Just wait for your turn, bro. अनंत भाई आ रहे हो क्या आप? Yes, you can join, but after let me play with the Anant. After that we can play. Where are you from, by the way? अगर एस्टन विला और यूनाइटेड अगर आज ड्रा करती है ना, यूनाइटेड होम एस्टन विला अगर आज ड्रा कर गई, वह जो दिक्कत हो जाएगी फिर चेल्सी, और इसके लिए बढ़िया हो जाएगा। चेल्सी का हक दिया चेल्सी ने। फोर टू टू। लिवरपूल, अच्छा लिवरपूल वर्सेस टोटेनहम है। बहन जो टोटेनहम अगर आज हारी तो टोटेनहम तो गई। वेस्ट हैम को तो ड्रा करना पड़ेगा आज। लेकिन ड्रा कर तो लिया वेस्ट हैम ने कल। मतलब अगर आज टोटेनहम हारती है तो टोटेनहम के लग जाएंगे। और कल नॉटिंघम जीत गई, टोटेनहम रेलीगेशन में आ जाएगी सीधी। टोटेनहम के लिए तो सही बात है, दिक्कत वाली बात है टोटेनहम के लिए इस हिसाब से देखा जाएगा। देखा जाए तो टोटेनहम भी फंस गई है।
You can see we've already started here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
अरे नहीं भाई,
There could be trouble here.
अबे रेफरी देना ही येलो कार्ड, ये क्या बात हुई साले? मैं टैकल मारता तो येलो कार्ड देता और वो मारे तो नहीं देता।
Keeper is right behind it.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Tries to play it through. Figo. He's picked his way. Header! He's missed, but not by that far.
ये कोट कुत्ता है ये बहन
He
चोद।
couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in a great position here. Now it's Danny Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And they're back on the ball again. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Vieri. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Another chance from a corner. Arsenal with the corner. There first. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Arsenal!
कॉर्नर ही कर देगा मैच जो आर्सेनल एफसी वाले गोल पड़ रहे हैं ये
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It'll be a throw-in. Vigo.
Arsenal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they? And he's had a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he's in on, there's the shot! He scores!
फेरी का राइजिंग तो बहुत मुश्किल है रुकना
Incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Wriggles his way through. He is through here. And it's half-time.
अरे नहीं यार
Reflections on the first half.
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off
Mahadev.
half, Peter. Bosch will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. So I expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway. And here's Messi. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, such a clever touch. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. He's going for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Yamal. Now it's Vieri. And now the breakaway. He's got away. That's a shade optimistic. Albert Ferrer. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Now Costa Curta.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's on it, can he get away? Yamal, and they can counter here. And he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. Decent chance!
अरे नहीं
Oh, nearly, but nearly is oh, terrible mistake. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Natal clearly didn't help
Man,
themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now this could be a chance. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he was alert to it. Inzaghi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's cut it out. Nicely aimed pass.
Natal really aren't making anything meaningful.
Fernando Torres goes for a shot!
अबे हट यार.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8.
Well, the first goal came from this.
Number 18. Yamal. Number 9. Fernando Torres. Number 19.
Arsenal awarded another corner.
Number 4. Xabi Alonso. Coming on
Arsenal
the field.
have their third
Number
corner.
7. Neymar. Number 10. Messi. Number 14.
That's a decent clearance.
Number 17.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 5. Gerrard.
Inzaghi receives it in a good position here. Inzaghi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. This is Owen. Now it's Messi.
Has been indicated.
This is Owen. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal are enjoying their moment of collective uplift
GG भाई GG.
with efficiency.
Nice game bro.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Nicely intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bruno Fernandes. Played out towards the right wing. Vieri looking to penetrate opposition lines. Knocks it out wide. Back into the middle. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Good ball, good take. Szoboszlai. It's been slipped through. Well, that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by...
He's tried one!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now it's Torres. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now he's got space here. This is Ronaldo. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Short changes him with that pass. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Guardiola. Bruno Fernandes goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Torres absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's going for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Laid back in. Oh, Red, nice interception. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. He can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Mosquera. De Ligt. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Xavi Alonso. Pele. He's played it back.
अबे यार
The referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Arsenal really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Eder Militao. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Fernando Torres. Rijkaard. Modric. It's a good spell of possession, this. Knocks it into space. Oh, delightful ball. Eder Militao attempts a clearance. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cristiano Ronaldo. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Fernando Torres. Modric. 75 minutes played. Pitches it off him. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Substitution for Portugal. Number 10. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 8, Vitinha. Substitution.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, good take in a good area. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely aimed pass. It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Cristiano Ronaldo!
There will be 1 minute added
And
time.
he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The message is simple. Defend this with your life. So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Arsenal
quick
certainly
reminder
had
today,
some good
everybody,
moments,
to
Peter.
make
There
sure
were
to put
plenty of
Neely
encouraging
in the
spells
views
that
provided.
more should have
Thank
been
you
made
for
of.
your cooperation.
यार फ्रेंडली मैच खेलेंगे यार किसी के साथ। अच्छा ये हो रही है प्लेयर। Legendary बोजन मिल जाता ना मेरे को साइड में तो मस्त हो जाता। लेवेंडोस्की ठीक है। got to 100. कौन सा प्लेयर था ये? Do you want to play? Who is Jaya? It's you ready? ये तुम्हारी आईडी है क्या भाई?
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. And here... And he shoots! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Driving on and making good progress. This looks promising. Driving through the... Saka! Taken back almost at once. And it's Rice. He's gone for goal! And he looked every assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Well, that looks a decent ball. Adriano. He won't be happy with that one. He's looking wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Opts for safety.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that pass isn't the best. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Adriano. Adriano! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Can he get onto this?
अबे नहीं यार.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Stood up well to him there. Now that's well seen too. Timber. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Looking for options for movement. McAllister. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Saka. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
अबे नहीं यार.
He's had a look, and he's voted for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, what has happened here? Zanetti clears it away. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Vieira. It's a goal kick. Vieira makes the interception. Zanetti. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. Raul.
Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Almost an hour gone. Back in possession and ready to go again. Good ball. And a chance! Into the pieces!
अबे यार
It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 18. Gabriel
That
Martinelli.
is a little undercooked.
Gabriel
Rijkaard.
Jesus. Coming on the field.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Look at the space here. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution
Arsenal
in progress.
do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
अबे यार
Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti drives forward on the overlap. Adams getting this one clear. And now the breakaway. Great vision. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Son Heung-min. Lovely feet. It's Son Heung-min! Utopia! And they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
A case now of complete control. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Shot could be on. And we're done.
जी जी ब्रो
Arsenal cannot spend
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ ਹਾਂ ਆ ਤਾਂ ਬੰਦ ਹੈ ਫਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਜਾ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਕੱਲ ਆਣਾ ਦਿੰਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਕੱਲ ਆਣਾ ਦਿੰਨੀ
them off.
तो की पता कल आना दिनी कल आना
How do you reflect?
कल दी आना समझा दे हाँ हाँ
Looking pretty lethargic, and they were really
पूछ लेना क्या जी ये तारे की
deserved to
फालतू बकवास करना
2 किलो दली जा मेरे का सुन गया है आंटी मैं के देंगे 2 किलो मां सब बन जाए नहीं क्या कर गई
मैं लाना ही नहीं तुझे जाके ले आओ Deepening. Ninety-four, 94. Attacking fullback.